Thank you, Bob. And so we begin this discussion on 5 basic characteristics for leaders as they learn to deal with and guide others through a pandemic in their lives. First characteristic, what is the spirit of abiding presence. You have to understand that as a person, you and I are in a relationship with God, our Creator. That abiding presence gives us the strength to be resilient. Resilient means what? To have realistic plan and necessary steps in our process. Those plans, those steps need to be positive and must be based on Scripture in all things. Scripture that gives us the strength and ability to be successful. Resilience also helps us to improve our skills in communication and in problem solving. We know from experience that a large percentage of our problem solving skill is based on communication, not in intelligence. Intelligence is the part, yes, but communication is more important. Because in dialogue, we find problem, perspective, and potential. Resilience also means to develop the capacity to manage our feelings and our impulses. Naturally, when something happens, we react like a boxer. That's okay. But sometimes our impulses and our actions and our reactions are not necessary. We need to learn and teach how to maintain our support groups. That support group must be people with like faith, like perspective, like goals, like objectives. Community is very important to all of us. Those things happen because of resilience, and those things also support our concept how to be resilient through this pandemic in our lives. Now, you may notice that I signed abiding presence. That is the abiding presence with the Father. That means to have a dynamic, it doesn't mean strong and powerful only, but also means an ongoing relationship with the Father. That ongoing relationship helps us to reduce our fears and our anxiety. That helps us to recognize, catch, and eliminate negative thoughts or patterns in our lives. That relationship helps us to remember who we are as believers. We are His children. He promises never to abandon us. That relationship helps us to learn to wait on the Father. Wait on Him. Just like a little child, so excited to go in and do something mom and dad saying wait, because they understand what's happening. All the child thinks about is that activity. He doesn't think about what's happening all the way around. The Father knows. He wants us to wait on Him and to trust Him. Wait and know that He is God. He is in control. He's leading us. That relationship we gain it helps us to build patience, understanding, and support in our lives that helps us to make necessary changes. First part one is to develop that abiding presence of the Father